Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 150. It is Tuesday morning, and we are just leaving home, heading to the office. It's a very nice day outside. Should be a pretty good week, although we won't be here this week. But nice day today. Today, I believe, is going to be a really light day as far as work is concerned. So I should have some opportunities, you would think. However, some things are going to throw a monkey wrench in that. And I'll explain. Right now, 61 degrees outside. Today's high is going to be 80. Um, we're going to head to the office. We're going to do our normal stuff that we do. And then we're going to leave and try to get a session in at the casino. Then we need to not head back to the office, but we need to head to the post office where we're going to renew the kids' passports. So my wife's doesn't expire yet. Mine has been renewed for 10 more years. And then the kids' ones, some of them require us to be there. So that's what we're going to do. The kids are heading to the dentist this morning, and then on the way back, they're going to stop by the post office. I'm going to meet them there. We'll get all that taken care of, and we should be all set for our cruise coming up. Right now, let's see, doesn't look like there's any meetings for the whole day. Does that make sense? That's pretty rare on a Monday or a Tuesday to not have meetings. Yeah, no meetings today. No meetings tomorrow, which is excellent since I'll be traveling. And then Thursday, there are multiple meetings, but I think I can not be in any of those and be all right. And then Friday, finally, I will have to be in that meeting. So, should be a pretty light week. Some of the work that I've been doing actually was just recognized by the government entities that we work with. So that's good. It made me look really good in our last meeting. So very, very good. But that's really what's going on. Yesterday, I did make some money online. Made about $250 online, so that was nice, and cashed out a lot of the money that I had already made. So I have a large amount coming into my bank account, which in turn will go right back to the credit cards to pay them down, to do the whole thing all over again. But that's really what's going on right now. It's just a gorgeous day outside. Birds flying around, singing, nice and sunny, just wonderful outside. So I'm going to enjoy our day. We're going to see our family this afternoon, and then we should have 2 sessions at the casinos today, and then we'll head home and get ready for our trip tomorrow. I do have to check in for the flight as well. So that's what's going on right now. Just taking our time getting to the office. We're a little bit early, and with not going anywhere Sunday, gave me so much extra sleep that yesterday and today I woke up extra early. So I'm not used to having that extra sleep, but I know I need it. So anyway, that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. It's 10:45, just leaving the office, and we're going to head to the casino here real quick, try to get a little bit of time in, and then we're going to meet the family at the post office. Weather is nice, good day today, light breeze, nice sunshine, and hopefully we have some good variants today, some good opportunities at the very least. I'll probably grab some food while I'm there, since I didn't get a chance to do that yesterday because my kid met me at the office. But yeah, other than that, the trip that we're taking tomorrow is completely planned out and done and ready to go. Car, house, everything that we're going to do is already planned out. What times we're going to casinos. If we go to casinos, all that is done. So that's good. And I'm finalizing the trip to Vegas. I've got the dates now. I just need to book the trip, need to talk to the wife. I might take her and some of the kids with me as well. I mean, I've got free rooms, I've got, swimming pools and all that stuff, and I never use any of that. So we'll be doing that. Yeah, I mean, all that's good. I'm feeling good about all that stuff. Yesterday, spent some time getting bills paid and stuff. Whenever I go, well, I like to stay at least 2 weeks or more ahead on my bills, just in case I get busy or tired or whatever and don't have time to pay them. But got all the bills up to date, and we're good until after the 1st of the month, till like the 8th of the month right now. So I don't have to stress about any of that stuff while I'm gone. And I take care of my family also, and their bills, the other household that I take care of. So all that is taken care of as well. So sorry, just got a notice here right now about my trip. Oh, about the car rental reservation. I've already checked in for the car rental thing, and it's funny because you're checked in, you're ready to go, it'll lower your time, all that, and then it says, do you want to pay $20 more to skip the counter? No, I don't want to pay more to skip the counter. I already don't have to wait because I already did this part, so all I have to do is walk up there, grab the keys, and leave, so it should be no problem. All right, let's head to the casino, and let me talk about this also. In the last few days, I've noticed a huge trend. Well, I've noticed this for a long time in South America and now in Europe. They're waking up to understand that in order to have prosperity, you have to have freedom. And South America has moved so far off of these governments where one person has so much power to spreading it out more and having better politics, and they've elected people now who are more about freedom and having the ability to speak your piece and to have freedom of religion and freedom of your own business and all that stuff. And that stuff was really stifled for a long time, where parties that used to say things like, oh, we want freedom of speech, we want freedom of demonstration, all that, those are the parties who ended up locking everybody down. Well, I mean, they also ended up, they were the same parties also that enslaved people also, but, let's not talk about that, let's talk about now. Who said that you can't, in America, they said that you can't say certain things, you can't talk about certain subjects, and all these different things, and they were limiting more and more. And this was the party that was supposed to be the party of the young people and of liberty and of freedom to demonstrate and all that, and they were locking people down more and more. And socialism started creeping into a lot of these countries. In South America, they've turned it around now. It was like 13 socialist and 3 democratic countries, and now it's 7 democratic and 6 socialist, something like that. And in Europe, they just passed a law, 418 to 218, saying that if you are an illegal immigrant and have committed crimes, especially severe crimes, that you will be kicked out of Europe and never allowed to come back, ever. And you will have 30 days to leave, and if you don't leave within 30 days, you can be imprisoned for up to 2 years, and then finally you will have to leave. This is a big deal, because although we want to be a welcoming country, a welcoming world, we want to help people, we need to have order as well. This country welcomes people from all over the world. We want them to come here. We want them to have children here. We want them to have businesses here. We want to grow our country. We want to have more prosperity. But we want the right people. We don't want you to break down the door. We want you to knock on the door. And then we want to let you in legally. And this is a big deal. And now we're seeing Europe, who was fining countries for doing this. Now it's the law of the land in the European Union. And it's moving things in the right direction, because we don't want people's bad people. We don't want people's troublemakers. We want the good people from around the world to help build this nation. That's why this nation became so great. We had all these people come from all over the world, and they wanted to build a life for themselves, and they wanted to do good. We didn't want people who, okay, I've got a bad name here, let me go cause destruction and violence in other places. That's not what we want. So I think this is a huge thing, and South America has done it now, and that's the majority in South America, and now Europe is doing it. And you saw what just happened in England. Their leader just stepped down. He gave himself 2 months to step down, but he's stepping down, and voices of reason are taking over. People are saying, hey, we love immigrants, but we don't want troublemakers. So, the United States, they say, is a melting pot. What's a melting pot? Everyone melts together and forms something better. When you don't want to change, when you want to keep only what you did in your country and you don't want to become part of the melting pot, that's not constructive. So anyway, just thought I'd mention that. That was on my mind this morning, and I thought you'd find that interesting. I'll be back. All right, all you fine people. Oh, I shouldn't say something like that, because someone might lie about what you mean when you say fine people, even though the full video is available and they could listen to it, but they're too stupid to listen to it, and they just take what the media says as fact. Instead of watching the whole 20-second video, they just watch the 5-second video and say people are bad people. So you got to be careful. Don't use that kind of language, because you're inflicting verbal violence on people. So be careful. Anyway, just left there. Got burger triple cheese, no bun, fries for the waitress, but she wasn't there today. Gave it to the bartender, and he was like, "Oh, this is awesome. Thank you so much." I'm like, "No problem." I had him put it in a different container so I'm not getting my greasy paws all over it before they touch it. Gave him some nice ketchup with it, and he can have a little snickety snack while he's standing there. And really, there was no money to be made. I mean, no money. I didn't play anything that I wasn't supposed to play, but there was nothing even borderline. There was like, how many things? I played 2 plays and made a total of $11. 11 big ones. So anyway, right now we are heading back to the office. I'm a little bit early, so I could actually take my time here. I guess I'll go back to the see if I get to the office. My team's going to be on lunch right now anyway, so maybe I'll just go straight to the post office early and wait for everybody to get there. I'll check in with my wife and see if they're almost done. Maybe we can get there early. She accidentally booked 2 times instead of 1, so if no one else booked that time, they might be available to work with us anyway. So let's do that. Let's head over to the post office, get all that paperwork taken care of, and then we'll go back to the office. And like I said, pretty quiet day. I'm on call this week and had a couple small minor things happen, but nothing that really takes any effort. So we're in good shape. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. We went to the post office, got all that taken care of. That was pretty expensive. It was a lot more expensive than mine per person, probably because they're minors. But both parents did have to be there. We had to fill out a bunch of stuff, and then they only took cash or debit cards, so I just paid with cash, thinking that would be easier. But then there was a fee because it was cash. Listen to me, there was a fee because it was cash. Very nice, because then they converted it to money orders. They charged me $2.85 each for that. They didn't tell me that. They said cash. If they had told me that, I would have used a debit card. But anyway, doesn't matter. Took care of that, and that should be done in plenty of time for us to go on our trip. I am considering changing my location from Vegas to somewhere else because there might be an opportunity somewhere else. So I will let you know about that. I will make the decision by the end of the week and get it booked by the end of the week and let you know which one we're going to do. Right now, we're just leaving the office. Didn't have any meetings or anything like that, so it was, pretty easy today. When I came back to the office, my team was outside talking. They talked for about an hour after I got back, and then just now they were talking for about an hour. So whatever. So right now it's 80 degrees outside, sunny day, beautiful day, and we're going to head back to the casino, see what we can do here, make a little bit of money. Well, I don't know. Did you count the $10 or $11 we made earlier as a little bit of money or no money? I don't know. But I'm going to go try to make some money. I'll probably get some fuel, even though I don't like filling up in this area because it's a little bit more expensive. I like to have my car full when I leave it for my kids when I'm gone. That'll give them about 600 miles range while I'm gone, so they don't have to worry about putting any fuel in here. Let's head over there, see if we can make some money, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. All right, let's talk here. Went to this casino. It's kind of dead in there, actually. More than usual. It's kind of weird. It's like hit or miss. It's either packed because they have some kind of thing going on, or it's dead. And a friend of mine told me one time recently, more than one time, he told me, he said, if I owned these effing casinos, he said, I would give everybody $10 free play every day. And he's right, because no one's going to come in and only spend the $10. But all these people are going to come in just to play the $10 and waste a lot more money. $10 every day for anyone that has a player's card. He said, I don't care if they're an advantage player or not, everybody, and you will make so much money. And it's true, because if you look at all these free gifts that they give away, I promise you, look them up. Like, next time you get a free gift from your local casino, look up that gift. You'll find a website that sells all those things. And all the casinos buy from the same few websites. And on average, those gifts are $4 to $5 on average. That's all they spend. So imagine, I mean, $4 to $5. You have people lining up out the door. It's packed. People are fighting to get in line and all that stuff. So anyway, today must have not been one of those days. I went in, I looked around, couldn't find anything at first. Got all the way to the back, couldn't find anything. Started coming back through, and I take a different route going one direction and coming back the other direction. And I saw a friend of mine. I hadn't seen him in a long time. I've talked about him before. He's the guy that said that he wouldn't go to this other casino. No, didn't want to go to this other casino because their beer prices were too high. But he's an advantage player. Does that make any sense to you? You're here to make money, not drink beer. But then he got mad at this place and hasn't been coming here because they cut off his free play because he won money, and they don't like that. And I told him for years, don't keep showing that you're winning all this money. And he didn't listen, so they cut him off. So, but I saw him today, and he told me, yeah, I almost never come in here. But he was in here, and then he made a very intelligent decision to continue on his path to the area I just left, and I just checked. So he wasn't going to find anything over there. I did play a couple machines only. One of them was the big one at about $4 a spin. And I ended up leaving the session ahead $152. So plus $152. And I want to tell you guys that I want to start doing a new segment. I think I'm going to get rid of What Did You Tip Today, MW, because, you know, I didn't tip anything. Maybe I'll just tell you when I do. And I think I want to do a segment called Why I'm Proud of America. And I think we should do 1,776 episodes of it, just to make sure that everybody's clear about why I'm proud of America. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm not sure if I'll start immediately or wait till July 4th. But I just started thinking about it, and just off the top of my head, I could think of a couple hundred reasons why. I think some people out there might need to be reminded about why we are the best country in America, in the world, and that there's no other country that comes close to us. All right. Anyway, I was in the middle of some talking there, and I got a phone call. But yeah, I think some people just need to be reminded about why this country is great. So I'll read you a little thing that a friend of mine just texted me. And it says, some people are so dumb, honestly funny. I could never live life like these people. Can't be enjoyable waking up and just trying your absolute best to separate people based on their beliefs or views. And those are the exact people that are worsening this country every day. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about making this country better every day. And we're going to be talking about the good things about this country. And we're going to be uniting people instead of dividing people. And the same people who are trying to act like they're helping people are actually trying to separate people. Because that's the only way they can win, is to have everybody else argue and fight with each other. And for the longest time, that was all politicians. Their whole job was to separate everyone so they could stay in power. But now certain people are acting that way too and trying to separate people. And that's not America. So anyway, I ended up leaving ahead $152. And let's do some segments here. What did you eat today, MW? Today I had triple cheeseburger, no bun, and fries on the side, which I gave to the bartender, and I'm sure he enjoyed those. And I would give the burger, they forgot to put toppings on there. I think this person just put it in wrong, so I'm not going to ding her for that. But I'm going to give that a 9 on a scale of 2 through ace. It was pretty tasty. And we're going to skip the tip part. We're going to do, you know what? Yeah, let's just do that. What did you learn today, MW? Actually, learned a lot of stuff from some people at work about what they've been doing with their time. It was actually pretty entertaining. And I know now that this whole week I'll be gone and nobody's going to care because no one's going to come to the office this week. The manager is out and nobody's going to come in. So nobody's going to miss me because they're not going to be there either. So there's nothing wrong with that. I am, however, going to check in and do all my stuff. It'll still look good. And, you know, I talked to my manager actually, and I said, you know, sometimes I might need to just come in here and I'll have to leave really quick because of stuff going on in my life. He's like, I don't care. As long as you check in, nobody cares. So that's fine. I think I was more worried about it than I should have been. I was so scared that something bad was going to happen. But I've got the one guy to my right who is a big sports bettor, and he was showing me some of the techniques that he uses, and I was helping him learn how to do some of the stuff that we do. Very basic, very, very basic, because I don't want him to start looking stuff up. So I got that going for me on that end. I got my manager, who knows me pretty well now, and I told him, hey, this might be happening every once in a while, and he's like, don't worry about it, you don't even have to tell me, as long as the logs are good. So that gives me even more, I guess makes me even more bold, emboldens me that everything is going to be okay. So tomorrow is our big trip. We'll be gone through the end of the week and into next week, and then we'll go back to our normal routine for a few weeks, and then I'll be up front with you. I'm not sure if I'm going to be going to the East Coast or if I'm going to be going to Vegas after that. I'm thinking about hitting some of the East Coast states, but I'm not sure yet. So I have some possible plays out there that people have told me about, so I may be doing that. So I'll let you know in the next few days, but I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.